second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now a play fake. Rodgers out to his left. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He'll go right back to Tunyon. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Rodgers again now. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. Mercedes Lewis from 17 yards out. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 right at the 30. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. In motion left goes Smith. On 2nd and 9. Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake, here's Hurts, rolling to his right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, the pressure just couldn't get to him that time. They forced him out to his right, but he held his poise, surveyed the field, didn't find anything he liked, and then took off and picked up a nice gain.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 54 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he will get into the end zone, and it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be
under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Flushed out right. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is down to 2. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively off. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think it...
And he fires one that's intercepted. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Open man is Goddard, the tight end.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Over the middle, complete. That's Sanders. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. On 1st down, Hurts. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. In motion left is Watkins.
19 tight, 19 tight. Let's go, you tighten up. 7's a mic. Here we go, 7's a mic.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. He finds his tight end Goddard. That's complete. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the 1st. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw again. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued. Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll go again to Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Crosby with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 75 yards. And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
It's a gain of 34. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 101 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Rodgers now on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it was hard for anyone to react.
3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and bring out my D.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. The kick by Crosby is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it. And
what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. They'll look to throw, and that's complete to Brown. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. In motion left is Watkins. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
He's back to throw. Pass complete, Goddard, and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Hurts finding Goddard there. First down, Philadelphia. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
In motion left is Watkins. Back to throw. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Slot man moves right. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
The slot man in motion right. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
They'll send Brown in motion right. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's 2-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. They'll try and run it in. And he is not going to reach the goal line. They were forced to go for it down 2, but the defense rises to the occasion, and they hold on to their lead. And this is recovered by the Packers, so that might just about do it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And high fives for that one as that drive ends.